Hey, fourth graders, happy Wednesday. Wow, I can't believe it's Wednesday already. We didn't have school on Monday or virtual school, so it feels like this week is just like flying by. I'm happy to read another chapter of Wonder today. Yesterday we started reading, or we continued reading, and we were still focusing on August's first day of school. And yesterday we read that they were playing this game called Around the Room, and August was feeling really big like nerves in his stomach because he didn't want to play, because you know how August feels when everybody stares at him and he doesn't like attention. So let's see how it goes for August having to share two things about himself in homeroom. This chapter is called Lamb to the Slaughter. Like a lamb to the slaughter. Something that you say about someone who goes somewhere calmly, not knowing that something unpleasant is going to happen to them. I Googled it last night. That's what I was thinking when Miss Petosa called my name, and suddenly it was my turn to talk. My name is August, I said, and yeah, I kind of mumbled it. What? Said somebody. Can you speak up, honey? Said Miss Petosa. My name is August, I said louder, forcing myself to look up. I, have a sister named Via and a dog named Daisy, and, that's it. Wonderful, said Miss Petosa. Anyone have questions for August? No one said anything. Okay, you're next, said Miss Petosa to Jack. Wait, I have a question for August, said Julian, raising his hand. Why do you have that tiny braid in the back of your hair? Is that like a Padawan thing? Yeah, I nodded. What's a Padawan thing? Said Miss Petosa, smiling at me. It's from Star Wars, answered Julian. A Padawan is a Jedi apprentice. Oh, interesting, answered Miss Petosa, looking at me. So are you into Star Wars, August? I guess. I nodded, not looking up, because what I really wanted to do was just slide under the desk. Who's your favorite character? Julian asked. I started thinking maybe he wasn't so bad. Jango Fett. What about Darth Sidious, he said. Do you like him? Okay, guys, you can talk about Star Wars stuff at recess, said Miss Petosa cheerfully. But let's keep going. We haven't heard from you yet, she said to Jack. Now it was Jack's turn to talk, but I admit I didn't hear a word he said. Maybe no one got the Darth Sidious thing. And maybe Julian didn't mean anything at all, but in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious's face gets burned by Sith lightning and becomes totally deformed. His skin gets all shriveled up and his whole face just kind of melts. I peeked at Julian and he was looking at me. Yeah, he knew what he was saying. Oof. Ooh, that, My reaction as a reader is I get so angry at that comment because Julian was just so mean, and he wasn't even, some kids are mean and they're quiet about it, maybe they will walk by somebody in the hallway and kind of like shove past them and nobody's there, nobody's around, nobody see it. But Julian was so mean, and he did it in front of the whole class, and it's only because the teacher didn't understand the reference that Julian really didn't get into trouble. And I can't even imagine like how August feels when people say stuff like that to him. It's one thing to say it to his face. August has said he's kind of used to the looks and everything like that, but to sit in a room and just be so mean to somebody so blatantly, August probably feels so embarrassed. And he's not even the one that said anything. Ugh. Oh, I hate that. Oh, I hate when people are just so mean and it's so unnecessary. A good thing about this chapter, though, is, fourth graders, what I just did is I reacted as a reader. Sometimes when you read, you get really into a book and you have feelings about what's happening in the book, and that's what I just felt, is a feeling. And I'm wondering if maybe any of you had feelings when you were reading that chapter. Maybe you were nervous like the August was, or maybe you felt angry or mad or frustrated or sad like I did after Julian's comment for August. Maybe you felt embarrassed. So I would love for you to share in the comments how you feel. Maybe if you have a reaction. The other thing I want to say is something that happens too when you're a reader is sometimes we connect. And sometimes it's an event that happens in the story that we connect to. Sometimes it's a character's like feeling that we connect to. Sometimes it's actually a character that we connect to. And fourth graders, in this chapter, I kind of giggled the first time I read this chapter, because I think I relate to Miss Potosa a little bit, because you guys are so cool with your TikToks and your slang and your cool dances. And I feel like I'm asking you guys, even though I'm not that old, I feel like I'm asking you guys, like, wait, what is that? Like, I don't get it. Wait, somebody explain that to me. What's that from? And you guys call me cringy for it. So I kind of relate to Miss Potosa here, even though I love Star Wars and I've seen Star Wars and I know who these characters are and what they look like. I feel a little bit like Miss Potosa when she asked about Star Wars, because she didn't know what all the kids were into and she had to ask and she didn't get the reference. So I hope none of you guys are being mean to each other because I don't know the reference. But I don't think you guys would ever do that, because you're the best fourth graders. All right, fourth graders, I hope you guys enjoy this next chapter of Wonder, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.